Yes, Faridun is really strict to his line and length early on with the new ball. Nicely played this time, driven B to the inside fielder. And the ball crosses the boundary for 4 runs.
But right now they have an opportunity to watch closely here.
Nicely played once again. This time find the gap and enough power behind that shot to cross the boundary. 4 runs. And the captain take a lot of responsibility.
It's up in the air. But we're asking that either the fielder was not there. No man's land there. Let's go at another boundary.
That was a really good option because he realized there's no one in the deep. This time driven nicely. 2 back-to-back magnificent boundaries by Rahmanullah Gurbaz to end the over.
That's such a quality shot.
And the good news for all the cricket fans is the APL. Nicely played, straight down the ground for a maximum.
Yeah, finally Khalid Tanewal opened his arm. Different techniques from the captain. But this time he finally again, what a brilliant shot that was. Really commendable.
Too easy for Khalid Tanewal. Definitely because Rahmanullah Gurbaz, apart from Shpagiza, didn't play it. With a straight timing shot. And great timing on it as well. Shot of the day by Khalid Tanewal. With the throw as well, with directed in some brilliant catches. Pulled that time and taken. Brilliant catch in the deep. And Khalid Tanewal departs.
As you mentioned that, the weakest point of Khalid Tanewal. So remember that it happened. There was, a jacket that was down the leg side and wanted to go slog one or pull it away. But unfortunately, there was not that much force behind and he couldn't clear straight to the fielder. A brilliant taken. He must be disappointed even though he was quite sad.
Outstanding shot. Magnificently played. Rahmanullah Gurbaz look in a very good touch. But the miss that stumps in. Here is the wicket. Outstanding bowling. Finally, after some struggling deliveries, Khalil Ahmad right back in the channel and get the outside edge of Asgharatal.
Yeah, look at that. Finally, that is the end of Asgharatal. Even though he didn't realize how the ball came. What excellent bowling.
And the fielder from the slip region is also removed. Down the track. He goes for a big one. What a shot. Appreciating the bowler as well. Shot. A perfect one into the gap towards the deep extra cover for a boundary. Absolutely marvelous.
Comes down the ground, tries to play it over the fielder's head, and that is exactly what he does. 4 more runs to Captain Gurbaz.
Because he's looking for a wicket, and the big wicket of Gurbaz sweeps the ball, perfectly swept that one. That was a reverse sweep, and he scores a boundary.
That is a jailbreak kind of shot.
Stops that sharp singles. The tall man was there, but the ball crosses the another boundary in this over. That was a very great effort in the circle, but he was not able to stop the ball. In list A matches, a number of the time last year he broke the big partnerships. Sweeps the ball perfectly, and this time the ball goes for a boundary. Great connection from the bat of Rahmanullah Gurbaz.
Swept and swept. Very fine.
What a shot. Beautifully picked that one. The umpire is waiting for the result and the boundary is given.
Settle. Another fantastic drive. Another boundary to Ramanullah Gurbaz. Fantastic captain, fantastic Gurbaz.
And a driving seat. What a shot. What a beauty. Just the flow of the bat. 6 more to the total. Exquisite timing.
Or play a proper cricket, so that would be able to chase.
Cuts that down, and again a boundary. Perfect shot. Great execution. Flawless.
Absolutely. Look at the different and improvisation. You know, Ashmatullah Shahidi, they have a lot of experience.
That's a beautiful shot. Absolutely a marvelous one by Zadran there. Waited for the ball to come. Picked up, played downtown, straight as an arrow.
For making a brilliant century.
And gone straight to the captain, Ashmatullah Shahidi. What a catch. The brilliant performance of Ramanullah Gurbaz comes to an end. Eventually there is a wicket to the spinner. He stuck that till he got the wicket of the captain. Wanted to play that shot over the top of the captain, but manages only the safest palm of the captain. Ashmatullah Shahidi takes the catch of Ramanullah Gurbaz. This time he erected the ball and the ball is going. It's gone for really a maximum one. That's a massive 6.
Absolutely waited, and look at the timing. As he waited, kneeled down, picked well. A very superb timing.
Gone. Another wicket down. Straight to Hassan Isakhil.
A brilliant fielding. It was really not easy because it was as hard as an arrow. Like a tracer bullet, we could say, like that. Look at that. He just missed. And straight to the fielder. What a catch that is. I think he wanted to go for the big shot, but finally the wicketkeeper Ali Nasser departs on just 2.
Sweeps that one perfectly this time. And the ball is racing away for a boundary. That's 50, I think, for Ramanullah Zadran. What a performance by him. All the credit on the earth goes for this young man, the way he completes his 50 with that perfect sweep. After, in space of only 15 balls, he got another one. Same time, he goes for a big one. Extremely a great shot. 6 more to the total. What a perfect shot was that one. Flawless timing. Immaculate timing, and the ball goes with a blink of an eye to cross the ropes for a boundary.
Superb. Look at that.
Easy pickup shot. You don't want a ball there to him, especially when he is batting on 67.
And that is the end of Amal Shaheen. This is what I was talking about, that there is no need to go for the big shots. You have to prolong your innings. You have to take a time. But by the way, what a brilliant, look at that. A bit flighted one, and he just bamboozled him. And he wanted to go the big one, but unfortunately bin counts. Amal Shaheen, the man in form, departs after scoring 7.
Captain Shahidi goes back to the paces. Keeper wasn't able to get a hold of that ball there. It runs away for 4.
Make his century for himself. Another reverse sweep there. No chance for the fielder. That's it, rises away for the boundary. A very good shot.
Reverse sweep for 4 more runs from the bat of Ramanullah Zadran. Can his brother stay out there with him? Slog swept for 4 runs. This time the left-handed brother, Yunus Zadran.
That's very well Another boundary. What a classic shot. Back foot punch. He managed that and picked well.
Has got to be the key. Another short delivery. Pulled away. Will it go for 4? Yes, it does.
Yeah, this is now the younger brother, Muhammad Zadran.
Deep point, long on, long off in deep square leg. Fantastic. That is beautiful to watch. Another 6 added to the total from the bat of Rahmanullah Zadran.
Yeah, really, he capitalized well.
But a well-calculated risk taken there. But he has taken risks throughout the innings, though. That is another risk. Fielder comes up. 6 runs to Rahmanullah Zadran, and that is century number 1 for him, and that is the first century of the tournament as well. My word, what a shot that was to bring up his century.
What a classic. What a player he is.
Easy pickings, 4 more to the brother at the other end. That is the left-handed Zadran.
Beautifully played this time. The ball is racing away towards the boundary line. The fielder is in pursuit. Eventually, the ball wins the race.
Start with a boundary, pull that magnificently, find their way to the next stages. Down the track this time, straight to the fielder.
The fielder is beaten over there and the ball is racing away for a boundary. In the first inning, I'm talking about Ijaz Ahmed-Noor. But in the second innings, all the guns were blazing, especially Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He scored a lot of runs for the side. And then a century scored. I think it's a run-out call. It's referred to the TV umpire, Safi again.
That Yunus Zadran with the dive. But he couldn't save his wicket. Red line.
Twist and tail again, other wicket. So the partnership is broken.
A well-deserving 50, but not there. 48 of 41. 4 overs of Farman Safi, 2 of Khalil Ahmed.
Chip that in, gone. That's a big wicket. The Centurion is back to the pavilion. Unbelievable. The slow one did the trick.
The wicket they are looking for, finally. Faridun Daudze delivers here with another wicket. A simple catch straight to Shamsur Rahman. A big wicket of Rahmanullah Zadran departs after 109 of 94. Magnificent century by him. Or delivery, much better. And 1 bounce 4 by Abdullah Tarakhel.
This time he cut that away for another perfect boundary.
Against Abdullah Tarakhel. Bowled him. What a delivery. What a magnificent strike.
This is what I was talking about. This man can change the complexion of the game. 8 down now, 301 on the board. The 3rd wicket for Ahmed there. What a bowling performance.
Attempting that Yorker delivery. Nicely played. And gets the boundary. Much needed one. And played by Khair Mohammed.
Khair Mohammed is facing down the track. He goes for a big one. The fielder is coming around. Is he going to take the catch? The ball crosses the ropes for a first boundary of the first ball to give the strike. And he's stumped there. That's a big wicket. Now, Band-e-Amir is on the verge of a very big victory here by the margin of 7 or 6 runs there. Not even a super over. They will win by 1 run there.
Can't say should have faced all the deliveries by Khair Mohammed. Must have faced all the deliveries by Khair Mohammed.